If you're looking for great third-person underrated horror games, you've come to the right place, because in this video we'll be talking about them. Hello, I'm Vasha, and together with Armea, we are Tellplay, a channel dedicated to gaming of all kinds, from PC to console to even mobile sometimes. We cover it all. If you're looking for reviews, updates, and game listing just like this, stick around until the end.
In today's video, we will be covering top 5 of the most underrated third-person horror survival games in recent years. So, without extending further, let us jump into the video.
Coming up on number 5, we have Song of Horror. Song of Horror is a Lovecraftian third-person adventure that takes inspiration from classic masterpieces of survival horrors genre. This seems to be a great emphasis on horror games nowadays that are in the first person, but this one particularly breaks that pattern and delivers a third-person experience with fixed camera elements we've seen back in the days. The story begins with the vanishing of acclaimed writer Sebastian P. Harsher, along with his family. Worried for his disappearance, his editor asks for assistance to investigate it, only to find out that the investigators have also vanished. What follows is a chain of events that lead to a discovery of a horrible, incompressible being simply known as the Presence that seems to be behind it all. The key hook is that this Presence is also an AI that creates dynamic events as you progress throughout the episode, changing your playthrough depending on how well or poorly you are doing, along with a variety of other factors. Along with this, the game features permadeath, where if one of your characters dies, you can continue with the other playable characters. Currently, the game features 11 different characters playable through 4 episodes, with more coming on the way. If all of them are dead, you are forced to replay the game entirely. It is honestly an overlooked game and deserves your attention if you're looking for an interesting horror game. You can purchase this game for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows.
On our 4th list, Remothered Tormented Souls. This horror game didn't have that much success at launch, as not so many players have tried out this game. But I'm telling you, you are missing out by not playing this game. If you haven't played this one, we highly recommend you to try it out. Remothered Tormented Souls follows a protagonist named Rosemary Reed who tries to uncover the truth after the disappearance of a little girl named Celeste. This game has a gorgeous atmosphere. The visual really puts you in the theme of the game. Not only it is terrifying and scary, there is a lot of twist in the story that will shock you as you uncover them. Don't worry, no spoilers here, but I'm telling you, this game is absolutely amazing. Not only from the story itself, but also the gameplay. You may feel kind of limited by what you can do, but that's the fun part of it. Part why I love it so much, because this game really makes you feel helpless. There is nobody there to help you but only your intuition and your hearing. Stormine game really did a great job, as the gameplay is simple. You have to hide when the enemies are around and use your hearing to know when the coast is clear. We recommend playing this game with headphones for an immersive experience. You have a way to defend yourself just in case the enemy sees you or know where you are going. It is like cat and mouse game where you are the mouse. And oh boy, it creeped me out all the time when I play this game. The story is rather short, but it is worth your time. This game is available for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. Remothered came out with a sequel which is called Remothered Broken PorcelaiN. But before you play the second, we highly recommend you to play the first one, as it is connected by the story and it is a continuation of the first. If you don't play the first, you may be confused. Remothered Broken PorcelaiN is available for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Microsoft Windows.
Third on our list is Tormented Souls. Tormented Souls is a survival horror inspired by the original Resident Evil and Alone in the Dark series. Fans of the two games may appreciate this aspect of the game because there are not many horror games that contain this element. With a fresh twist on the fixed perspective adventure, Tormented Souls modernizes for a new generation of horror fans. You play as Caroline Walker, who is there to investigate the mysterious disappearance of twin girls in a terrifying mansion. Getting knocked knocked out from who knows what, Caroline awakens naked in the bathtub, missing an eye. With awful monstrosities in the half right outside, it's up to her and her alone to find out what's going on in the mansion and make it out alive. It does seem like a simple yet interesting story with lots of monsters that you have to deal, mysteries, and as well horror. We think you should give this game a try if you're looking for an old school horror. This game is available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Microsoft Windows, and PlayStation 5.
Second on this list, Fatal Frame Project Zero Maiden of Blackwater. This game is absolutely scary, and of course, for those who truly love the horror genre and have played previous Fatal Frame games, this is a must-play game. Why? Because it is horrifyingly scary, not only the vibe itself, but also all the dark secrets and story that you will uncover in the game. This game is not for the faint of heart. Just a warning, you only have one weapon, which is the Polaroid camera you have to use to defeat the ghosts that you encounter along the way. So just to give you a short info about the game takes place on Mount Hikami, where all the disappearance and dark secrets happened. The protagonist Yuri has a very special gift, and you'll find out once you play the game, as I don't want to spoil it. She heads on an investigation alongside Ren, who is Yuri's caretaker and the owner of a small cafe. I am surprised that this game is so underrated. I played the old Fatal Frame back on PS1 and I loved it so much. Also, just a bit of warning when it comes to port controls. On PC, it is a bit confusing, but you can remap the keys how you wanted it. Although when it comes to rotating the camera angle while using the Polaroid, there is a bit of a problem there. Instead of using the middle mouse scroll, you have to use some keys from your keyboard, which at first it can be a bit uncomfortable, but eventually, like myself, you'll get used to it. That didn't bother me anymore as time goes by. You'll know what I mean once you play the game, but seriously, I highly recommend you to play this game, especially if you are looking for some thrills and spooks in your life. The game is available for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S series, Wii U, Microsoft Windows, and PlayStation 5.
On number 1, we've got Evil Within series. You play as Crimson City Police Detective Sergeant Sebastian Castellanos, and you're on your investigation to a scene of mass murder at Bacon Mental Hospital, alongside with your partner Joseph Oda and junior detective Julie Kidman. Sucked into an unreal world, you try to find your way out and reunite with your partners. In the second game, similar to the predecessor, the game is a survival horror game, played from a third-person perspective. The player assumes control once again of Detective Sebastian Castellanos, who must descend into the world of the Union to rescue his daughter Lily. Although the story sounds very vague from what we explain, as we've not played these games, we know for a fact that these games are really good because they received a lot of praise from other people who have played it. And as any other game on this list, it delivers on a truly horrifying and compelling story that you cannot miss out. The first game is available for PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Windows, Xbox 360 and Xbox One, while the second is available for PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Microsoft Windows.
What is your favorite horror game thus far? Did we mention it in this video or did we miss it? Share your thoughts with us because we love to hear from you and to talk about it. There is a lot of cool horror survival games that we can't wait to share with you guys in the upcoming days. So to be notified with what we will release next, feel free to subscribe to our channel and turn on the post notifications so you will be always updated every time we upload something new. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop us a like. We are more than thankful for supporting our channel.
Thank you for watching thus far. This has been another Tellplay video and we look forward in hearing from you in the comment section if we missed anything or you would like to suggest other games. If you would like to see more videos like this, check the top suggestion, or if you want to see other related stuff about games, check the bottom suggestion. Take care and see you soon.